Good afternoon, folks. Thank you for joining me today at Tarot by Izzy, all the way from Central Scotland. I really do appreciate your company. I thank those people who have subscribed to my channel, and I think I've got over 500 likes now, or views, views. Get myself confused, get myself ahead of myself. Thank you for viewing my videos. I really do appreciate that as well, and I hope you enjoy this one. Today, what I'm going to be looking at, we've had about 3 weeks of the trial, the defamation trial with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And we know he's suing her for $50 million, she's counter-suing for $100 million. And I was just doing a wee bit, because I've had a break for the weekend, and I think Monday or Tuesday Amber Heard might be taking a stand. So I had a wee look online at the New York Post just to see how they're summing up how last week and the previous weeks have gone. And from what I can see is there's an opinion piece in the, get it back down again, New York Post, and it's by Libby Emmons, Emmons, dated April 29, 2022. And it's an opinion piece, and it says, even if Johnny Depp loses the Amber Heard trial, he could be running back his reputation. So that was an interesting take on her findings for the ongoing court case at the Fairfax County Courthouse in Virginia. So there's lots of comment in that opinion piece about the behaviours of both parties and the chaotic lifestyle. So I'd like you to go and check that out yourself. So that's where some people seem to be coming to their opinion that Johnny Depp may be resurrecting his reputation, but we've not heard Amber Heard's testimony yet and her witnesses, so things might change, but it really is quite in depth, this, and I have to say the people who are involved in this really must be drained emotionally as well, probably even physically. So our thoughts go out to everyone who's actually involved in this. So as I say, thank you for joining me today. What I'm going to do is from Johnny's perspective. The previous readings have been more or less from Amber Heard's perspective. I interpret the cards about how she felt, how she viewed the evidence of Johnny Depp's witnesses and the evidence that was presented in court. So I'd be asking most days, how did Amber feel about the business manager? How did she feel about the security guard? You know, how did she feel about that? So with the knowing that Amber and her team are going to start giving evidence now in the following weeks, I thought maybe we'd start doing it from Johnny's perspective. And I'm going to try and do a deep dive into this. And for this, we're going to use the Akashic Tarot. I don't know if you can see that. And this one is slightly different and it's going to take longer, so please bear with me. It's going to be an 8-card spread, and it's a pyramid spread that we're going to be doing. The bottom 4 cards, 1 to 4, is the foundation of Johnny's current situation. Where he is, he's like sitting in the armchair and he's looking at the foundation of the court case. What the evidence has come together. What is he going from that? Has he built enough of a foundation of where he is? What drove him to that as well? So it's almost like the past and the immediate past, just getting ready to head into the next week or so. Cards 5 through 7 should hopefully give us an indication of what we're going to expect to be unveiled, going to be revealed. And in particular, card 6, who Hopefully card 6, the centre, between 5 and 7 in the middle row, will give us an indication of the situation or the person that's most central, most influential in this situation. And finally, card 8 should reveal the outcome of the Amber Heard evidence in Johnny's eyes, maybe in the public's eyes, and will it tie up with the New York Post's opinion piece by Libby Emmons that he will look like it's not necessarily the money? I've actually indicated this in the past. It's more to do with a reputational repair. So it'll be interesting to see that. So please bear with me as we go through the Akashic Tarot, in fact. And I have already given you a good shake, but I'll give them another good shake so you can see for yourself as well. And you'll see the cards are slightly different from the ones I normally use. I do find these cards really, they've never let me down in the past. They really can be quite informative. And I actually use them for myself if I'm looking to reflect on a situation, on a personal matter. I will use these cards to meditate on. They'll give me solutions, give me things to think about. So that's why I thought Johnny Depp comes across as being quite laid back, quite deliberate. He appears to think before he speaks. It's almost as if he risk assesses anything he says or does before he carries out that action. So, let's just cut the cards here. So what we're doing is a pyramid spread, and the cards 1 to 4, it's my left. I don't know how it'll appear on your right. It's 1, 2, 3, and that is 4. I might have to overlap them actually so you can see it a bit in the camera. I need to get used to how to do this slightly more professional. Thank you for your patience. That's 4, 5. This is the important one. The 6th one. This is the most influential. 7, and the final outcome. Okay, so that's where we are just now. So if you just bear with me. So, card number 1. And we have the King of Forces in the reverse. I'll let you see it in the upright just now. So as you can see, this individual, and I'll bring you back to the fact this is the foundation. This is why we are where we are. This is why Johnny is where he is, I should say, and what brought him to this situation just now. And the first card that we have turned over is the King of Forces. As you can see there, we have a man looking at the elements. We have the animals there, we have the stag there, and he is looking out over the elements as well. So how has this impacted on him? And as I say, it was in the reverse. Okay, so this card in the upright, obviously surrounded by animals and nature, but in the reverse, it's Johnny's energies were scattered. Okay, so and it indicated divorce, separation, the loss of a position in a business. I can't believe how spot on this is. It's divorce, separation, and the loss of a position for someone who is in an industry that is natural to this individual, and this individual, obviously, it was Johnny Depp, and his industry was in the arts. He was, or is, an actor. I think he was a musician too. I don't know that much about his background. So there were periods of negativity, anger, hostility, depression, and um, maybe got a wee bit self-absorbed about the troubles that he was going through. So this is part of the foundation of why we are sitting in the Fairfax County Jail. Oh, I'm thinking about myself. County Courthouse. That's the start brought us to there. Then we have card number 2, and this is the Archangel Gabriel. I don't know if you can quite make that out. I want to make sure that doesn't overlap there. It is the Archangel Gabriel. And again, the foundation. As I say, this is going to take me slightly longer because I want to get my head round that I am giving the correct interpretations of this. So, it's the Major Arcana, and it's in the upright, and it's in relation to communication. Because what we have is Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication. He comes with his trumpet and scroll, as well as 2 gentle sparrows, signifying powerful yet peaceful expression. On his chest wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. This loving angel carries the sacred words of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. So the foundation of why we're sitting in the Fairfax County Courthouse is the fact that Johnny Depp felt he had to communicate the truth, bring the truth through the court case, through the defamation. And please bear in mind, this is entertainment purposes only. This will not stand up in a court of law. It's for, if you are experiencing difficulties, go and seek a professional. I'm only interpreting what I turn over in the cards. So, that is part of the reason on the outcome of the divorce settlement. The part of the foundation of why we are where we are is Johnny wanted to reveal Johnny Depp. I keep calling him by his first name. That's very rude. I don't even know the man, the gentleman at all. But that's where we are just now. And on the third card, we have the Queen of Keys. I don't know if you can make that out. The Queen of Keys in the upright. And the Queen of Keys is following the communication. And she's looking over the hills, looking quite content with herself. And could this be in relation to Amber Heard? Is this the way that Johnny Depp was looking in relation to Amber Heard? Or we'll discuss what the Queen of Keys is. And she's in rich colours and textures, and she stands, as I say, atop a tower of the great castle, looking over the rich verdant hills of her domain. In the far distance, her husband returns from his travels. This card represents a woman of authority. She is confident in her authority, but always happy to help celebrate the success of others. So this is who Johnny Depp said he married initially. He married this woman who was abundant, happy, and she was his love interest. She was in his life. She was an amazing woman. However, um, what happened was it flipped into the reverse. So the story he wanted to communicate, he thought he was marrying, or he had married the Queen of Keys, the woman who was balanced, happy, was loyal to her husband, her then husband. However, that flipped. So he wanted to get the message across in relation to the divorce, wanting to communicate this about the person he married. And on the fourth card, we have Uriel and the Sphinx in the reverse. So this is the foundation. That was the question we asked. How did we get to where we are? How did Johnny get to where he is? And so far, I think we are getting quite close to the revelations according to the Akashic Tarot. And so far, it seems to be pretty accurate in relation to Johnny Depp and the Amber Heard defamation trial. So, ordinarily, this is someone who's showing intelligence and authority and can be a source of great mystery. So this is next to the female, okay, and it's flipped. Okay, this card has flipped, because usually in the upright, it is also at a time it's most important in your life, and having to dig into your inner self to resolve the situation. However, what we have seen here is that there was mental and behavioural issues or patterns that were being revealed, as we can see there. And this is all allegedly in the court as well. So he had to be conscious to take control of the situation, to flip this background. So what he wanted was to reveal by the Archangel Gabriel the reason, what he's been through, how he needed to communicate about this female and how it affected him mentally, even doing the most mundane things, how it affected him. I think he said that the phone stopped ringing. So that's interesting there. So this is the foundations. As I did say, it would take a wee bit longer because I wanted to go into the detail of it. Cards 5 through 7 should give us an indication of what is happening now. So card 5 is the 7 of Roses, and it's in the reverse. And the 7 of Roses is the journey, and that is, it's almost like self-explanatory that they've had to go on this journey to where we are just now, and this is now being unveiled in front of us, or in front of the world, in front of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And it is saying, ordinarily, well, they had to relocate. I think the court case, I might be wrong, they've had to relocate the court case to Virginia. Was it scheduled someplace and then it had to be relocated? So, in the reverse, yeah, there was delays, but we're looking to what is happening now, and this suggests that Johnny will need to be patient. There could be more delays, And he has to attend to whatever it is that's coming next. The next card should show us, because this is the most influential, and it is the Five of Roses, the garden. Is the most influential card at number 6. Number 5, I apologise, it's card number 5. And again, it's delay, and it's childlike, and we're going back to a childlike, immature, because it's child, immature behaviour being displayed. Oops, I'll turn that back the way it was. Being displayed, and there could be a delay because of this is coming. These cards are suggesting it could be he's going to be getting frustrated because of an immature display of childish behaviour, if that makes any sense. And he's going to have to be patient and let things unfold. Trust the universe, it will unfold. Because these are games. These people are playing games in the upright, in the positive. In the reverse, it's childlike games. Quite interesting. Card 7, and again, it's the King of Scrolls. And the King of Scrolls, you can see there, it could be like contracts. It is looking at, well, that's been one of the major issues, hasn't it? Has been the fact that Johnny Depp said or alleged that the phone stopped ringing as a result of the allegations being in the press, and then the op-ed in the Washington Post. So, and again, it's talking about in the upright. This is a man of learning. Well, Johnny Depp would learn his scrolls, he'd need to learn his lines. And it could be even his solicitors. He's surrounded by people of learning, legal advice, that kind of thing as well. But it could also mean the final severing or the opening of the eyes that this is it. We've had the divorce situation, we've had it going to court. We know it's in relation to Amber Heard according to these cards. We know the frustration and how it's affected his career, his family, his life. We know that the court case had to be relocated a couple of times, or not a couple of times. I think there was a delay. I don't know whether it was due to COVID or whatever. Something happened, and it's almost like childish behaviour is going to start becoming unfolding again. And the man who was once in the upright, I would say Johnny Depp, has flipped. He's now looking onto this childish behaviour. As you can see, he's looking, and it's like, I'm out of here. And it's almost like, finally, we can see what's been going on, if that makes any sense. And the final card, the outcome, will it match the New York Post? Let's see. It's on track. So the outcome is a journey, choices, destinations. Again, we've got scrolls, we've got paperwork, it could be contracts again, it could be making decisions, things are starting to open up again. As a result of the outcome of this, our studio boss is going to start coming and speaking with Johnny Depp, Or is it the trial is getting back on course to reach a conclusion, to reach its final destination? It's quite an interesting final card, I have to say, that we've pulled there. Because what it says, despite the childish antics, he's on course. He's on track. He's going to have choices. He's got, I think, contracts starting to come his way. Yeah, I would say I don't think there's really much more I can add to that. Whatever information is there, it just has to take a deep breath and say, I'm back on track. Feel the clarity of that declaration and let the energy fill him. As the state of readiness moves through Johnny Depp, he'll sense just one simple action that will realign him with his purpose. Okay, folks, it was a slightly longer reading, but I wanted to do it because I really did want to do an in-depth reading regarding Johnny, the foundation of why we are who we are, and the coming situation. Will we see childish antics that he's looking on thinking, that's it? Because I do think, I think I said it the other day, it was the lovers had appeared in Amber Heard's cards that she could still be declaring that she will love Johnny Depp until the day she dies and things like that. So, maybe I shouldn't say that word, but you know what I mean. So whether we're going to see that kind of thing or not, I don't know. Okay, folks, we'll wrap that up, and I'll just say thank you once again for joining me today. I hope you will like, I hope you will share, and I hope you will subscribe and help me on my journey to doing Route 66. I might be 66 by the time I get there, but we can but try. Have a lovely day, folks. Take care. Bye.